Hey guys, this is Jamon, and welcome back to Bytesize, the show where I am reviewing games that I've been playing. They don't have to be old, they don't have to be new, I just have to take interest in them. And this time we're looking at Neon Abyss, a game by Team 17 and Vivo or Wevo, either one. It is a roguelike shooter, third-person, side-scrolling platformer type situation where you are a demigod or this like, because you're hired by Hades to deal with these new gods who have taken over, a nightclub type of thing, thus the name Neon Abyss. And you have to go through there collecting items and pets and all that to get stronger, and hopefully defeat the managers of the place. Now, based on that, you think it would be that simple, but obviously, being it's a roguelike, it is not. In fact, it is the usual formula. You go in, places randomly generated in the layout and enemies and items, and how the shops work. But there's new elements in this, but most of it borrows from Binding of Isaac. That is, you have the keys, which unlock doors. You have grenades, which are bombs that blow up things. And then there are the crystals, which you use to unlock things as well. They're technically keys as well. Another element that's very interesting is unlike Isaac, is that you can actually unlock a special room depending on how things go. For instance, if you unlock all crystals without dealing any damage, like you unlock a purple room where it gives you a choice of a special item. However, if you gain pain, you unlock a war room, which gives you a choice of 3 items, but you lose a heart. It was interesting, and all the enemies were unique. They have variants of the same enemy. Like they have zombie enemies, they have spiky enemies, they have cyber enemies, I guess. I don't know what to call them because they're more like globules, if anything. But there's also robots that match with those, so there's that. And it's all interesting. The bosses are very interesting, although it got to the point where I realized that the managers are actually gods, because the first two was Argus and Hall, which I thought they were brand new, they were other gods or something, but then they got to Zeus and Ares, so I'm thinking something happened that corrupted the old gods. I don't know fully yet because I haven't beaten the game, but it is very interesting. So we're just going to go on to the 3 points now. First off, we're going to go with graphics. It is a very nicely made game, pixelated, just like a lot of games have been at this point. The retro look and all that. Everything works. Everything looks nice. The details in the background are very nice. The posters, the neon signs, the fact that sometimes blood goes on the back of all that, and just the designs of the enemies and the bosses are very unique. The most interesting one I thought was the McFamily one, because it's supposedly a take on the McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King stuff. So I thought that was interesting. What the other thing was that the bosses are very uniquely designed. The Argus one is basically a big eye, which kind of makes me think of the Darknet type of thing, all-seeing eye type of stuff, especially when it's he can attack you with cables and all that. But I digress. All in all, the graphics look nice. Next up is playability. Playability-wise, it is very... I've played games like this before, with Dead Cells and Mercenary Kings, a lot of stuff like that. It follows a similar type of thing. Dead Cells follows it closely because it's a roguelike and all that. But what I find the fact that it like borrows also elements from Binding of Isaac makes it very interesting. It also has a unlock system, which means you have to basically kill the bosses, collect these little yellow jewels, and to unlock new power-ups and even new characters, which is fine. I don't mind that. But the fact is, I have to go through every time I die, I have to go through it all over again. So it kind of makes it like grindy in a sense, which is fine. The weapons are nicely designed. Some of them I actually enjoy, like the one. There's a I don't know the names of it, but there's like one gun that I enjoyed that was very wavy in a sense. But I digress. All in all, playability is good. And lastly is what I recommended. I say yes because it is Team 17. They've made good games. I remember playing their Worms series, which I still enjoy to this day. And I really want to see more of what they do. And speaking of which, thanks so much for watching. Next time we are going to look at another game that they helped, I guess, publish. I'm not going to say the name of it, but I hope you stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!